road racing, speedway racing, flat track racing, stock car racing, all that and more on this edition of The Race Report. Hi everyone and welcome to another edition of the Race Report. I'm Ron Hills. SCCA brought their Majors Tour to Watkins Glen International this past weekend. 3 solid days of racing, non-stop racing from morning till night. In Victory Lane was a young man we introduced you to a few years ago when he won on the road course at Pocono. His name is Alex Mayer.
It's been a long time since Pocono, but yeah, we're doing great now. We're running American Racer tires this year for the NAF 1000 Championship Series. Right now we're leading the points and we're doing pretty well. Well, we started in the road racing and with SCCA, with the Formula Ford, with Mike Signore's Formula Ford, and then did that for a season, got Rookie of the Year and the National Points Championship. And now we are running the NAF 1000 Pro Championship, and we're running this car for about 4 years now, and we're developing the American Racer tire for our class, and they're being a great help with everything, and it's been awesome. This season, I think we have five or six wins this year, and we are leading the championship and the National Points Championship. So hopefully tomorrow we can do it again and make it a double weekend. My long-term racing career, we did some testing this winter with a TA2 Trans Am car with Kurt Rohrig. That went very well. We're looking for some sponsors to help out to do a full season with the TA2 Championship. And hopefully we can do the Trans Am Series and also move into a higher Formula car group. Well, I'd love to thank my dad, especially, and my family. They're a great help, and they're always there to support me. Mike Signore, he comes to every race. He's always been there. He's always one of the best crew guys I've known. American Racer, they help us out. Yeah, we got a lot of sponsors. Techno-Tex is right there on the race car. They're a great help with the sponsors this year. Did a lot with the help travel and all that.
Coming up this weekend at Watkins Glen International, it's the Salins 6 Hours of the Glen weekend, the first major event of the season. Leading the charge will be the Wayne Taylor Konica Minolta Cadillac team, who was undefeated in IMSA prototype competition this year. For more information, log on to theglen.com. Champion Speedway was in action this weekend. We'll take you there in just a little bit. But first, here's a look at this week's Car of the Week from Brush and Pallet Auto Sales and Candor.
Welcome to Brush and Pallet Auto.
"30 years of satisfied customers. That's the proud history of Brush and Pallet Auto and Candor. We have a large selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Here is this week's Car of the Week. We'll give you a $1,000 minimum trade-in, and we have financing options to fit your needs, including a first-time buyer's program. Think you can't afford it? We think you can. Check us out at brush-pallet.com or visit us in person at 598 Owego Road in Candor, New York.
Unicorn Electronics in the Valley Plaza, Johnson City has the best pricing and selection of audio, video, and computer cables in the area. Don't spend a fortune on that HDMI cable for your new HD TV or Blu-ray player. Unicorn Electronics has quality cables in the lengths you need at a price you can afford. Expanding your network, Unicorn has the patch cables and accessories to make it happen. When you need to connect, think Unicorn Electronics in the Valley Plaza, Johnson City.
98.1 The Hawk, number 1 for 20 in a row.
This is Jason Aldean.
Hot new country.
This is Luke Brown.
Kiss tomorrow goodbye.
This is Charles,
Dave,
and Hillary.
and we are
Lady Annabella.
And I don't know why you don't take me downtown anymore.
Binghamton's Hot New Country.
This is Carrie Underwood. Every tea soaked whiskey memory blown away.
Binghamton's Hot New Country. 98.1 The Hawk.
For 3 generations, we've been building world-class American performance.
Like the new Edelbrock Power Package Top-End Kit, based on Edelbrock's powerful RPM crate engines. Each kit includes aluminum heads and intake, cam and lifters, gaskets, and hardware to build your own 400-plus horsepower Chevy small block. For 3 generations, it's pure American performance from the leader. Call now for your free Edelbrock catalog.
Edelbrock makes them right here in the USA.
Welcome back to the Race Report. 2 weeks ago, Square Deal Riders held an antique racing weekend. The Race Report's James Eggleston gives us this report.
Okay, I'm here at the vintage event here at Square Deal Riders at Belden Hill, and I'm here with Eric Fleck.
Yes.
And he's got a 1922 Harley.
42.
A 42. Even better. That's my favorite number. So this is even more magic going on right now. 1942 Harley. He's out here throwing it around. Why don't you just tell us a little bit about the bike you got here?
It's a 42 WL, a pre-war motorcycle, 45 750. It was a civilian model made before the war. Weren't many of them made. The WLAs were the Army bike, and the WLs were the civilian model.
So the WAs would be the ones we'd see in the movies with the Armies?
With the Army, right.
Okay.
Right.
And how did you acquire this?
I have other older bikes, and a lot of guys know, when you're looking for something, they know somebody who has one, and this one came along, and it was sitting around for quite a while. And so I said, well, I need another bike for racing, and here it was. I just made it a race bike.
So have you had to modify anything on this, fabricate anything?
The bike is pretty much stock motorcycle.
So it's the way it was in 1942?
Absolutely.
How's it handle on the track?
It does. It handles excellent. Actually, they were made for track almost. Because they were made, the design of it, even though it's not a WLA, the design of it is a military bike. And military bikes were used for dirt, off-road, blah, 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 and that's what the bike is.
Right, okay. How long have you been racing bikes like this?
Not too long. About 6-7 years. Yeah, about 6 or 7 years I've been doing it.
So you've been racing a vintage 6-7 years. You were racing before that?
Oh, just playing around. Yeah, okay. But now just for out, even having more fun.
Okay, all right. Well, Eric, thank you very much. This is a very special and unique object up here at the vintage race. Thank you very much, sir.
You're very
Okay, thanks, Ron. I'm with Gary, the PR guy from the Square Deal Riders, and what a show tonight. I haven't been up here in a long time, and I was really impressed with what I saw tonight. The first bikes I saw go around was, it's for a vintage night. It was racing night. So, well done job on that. And this happens every year.
Yes, every year now for 10 years we've been doing this event.
And I've noticed you're drawing people from all over the East Coast, mostly all over the country. Who's the farthest person tonight?
Geez, I think we have one from Texas. I know we have some Ducati guys from Florida, and I know we have one from the Upper Peninsula, Michigan there.
So it is a big event, and I would rate it right up there with any vintage event that's in New York State, or a car vintage event for that, for sure. The track up here is just phenomenal. And why don't you tell us what do you have planned for the future here? What's coming up in the next events of the summer?
Well, the next event would be the Lee Thomas Cup. He was a longtime member, did an awful lot of work up here, so we honored him with that. We also have, I think, the Aaron Kramer. This is his jersey up here now. He was a young man. There he is on the motorcyclist post on the cover. He passed away in a racing incident, and we have a memorial race for him every year. We have a sprint enduro that we don't do at the club. We do it a few miles away in some farmland. So we do a sprint enduro, which is basically all an off-road enduro. So you don't have to have a license plate, no insurance on your bike. It's a great time.
So it's like a hare scramble?
Yeah, kind of like a hare scramble. It's pretty much the same, but a lot smaller event, maybe 70 to 100 riders.
Okay. The last time I was here, I think it was probably about 30 years ago, and I think I was in here drinking hot wine during a winter series. And I was only about 18 then, but it was 18 you could drink then, and it was that's the last thing I remember about that race. Any other? I've heard when you have flat track up here, you might get some top tier riders who just stop by once in a while.
Oh yeah, if they don't have a national event going on, I mean, Kenny Coolbeth shows up. All of them have showed up. There's pictures of everybody on the walls here. You know, Scotty Parker came to one of the events. We get them all here from all over the country again.
So it's like the NASCAR guys showing up at the dirt track. You know, they're showing up here.
Yes,
and
exactly.
Unscheduled. You don't know when they're coming, or
never know who's going to be here.
So you got to be here to get that special treat. Well, I'll tell you what, it's been a special treat for us tonight, and thank you for all your hospitality tonight.
Oh, thank you for coming.
Okay, all right, back to you, Ron.
To Champion Speedway in Owego, New York, their second event of the season. First to some qualifying action. On the microphone is Jason Bonsignor.
All right, here we go. Speedway at its best. Danny Oakton leads them into turn one. Roger Roberts is in the middle of the track. Jerry Harmon's in three, and Mikey Buman's coming around the outside in turn four. Here we go. Buman's got that throttle twisted, trying to make up some ground. Roger Roberts doing a nice job hanging on out front. Smoke and Oakton's in third place. Here comes the big man, Jerry Harmon. Mikey Buman's making his move down the back straight. Can he get him? Oh, Roger Roberts goes down. There's one lap left. It looks like it's going to be Buman, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Mikey Buman. Second place, Dan Oakton. Looks like the last transfer spot goes to Jerry Harmon. We got a heavy racetrack here. Little challenging for these guys the first heat round. My money's on Don Holt. Watch out for Garlinghouse though. Here goes Jeff Garlinghouse up the inside. Jammin' Jeff leads him into turn four. Here comes Ronnie Walker on the outside. Spencer Porterero in second. Here comes Don Holt. Casey Don Holt's making his move. Oh, Spence overslides a little bit. White flag is out. We got one lap to go. Can Jammin' Jeff hang on? Here comes Don Holt. Casey Don Holt for the win. Nice pass. Give it up for Casey Don Holt, everybody. Nice pass coming out of turn four on the inside of Garlinghouse. All right, here we go. Handicap E-race number 3. Russ Cornell's in first. Here comes Andy Crawford. Oakton's going around the outside. Here comes Hollenbeck. Flying Brian's looking smooth. Oakton looks good in that new suit. Flying Brian's looking real good. One lap to go. Here comes Oakton. One more challenge. Can he get him? Oh, Hollenbeck drifts wide. It's Oakton by a nose hair. Casey Don Holt and Mikey Buman going at it. Don Holt's got the lead. Casey Don Holt, Mikey Buman trying the outside. Here we go, Buman. Look at Buman go. Mikey Buman's got him. Don Holt back up the inside. We got a great race going on here. Parsons moved up into third. Buman passed him back. Mikey Buman for the win. Wow, what a speedway race. I think they swapped the lead about 3 times there. Give it up for Mikey Buman. Wow, what a ride. Nice job, fellas. Jeremy Parsons takes third.
All right. Oh, look at this. Yeehaw. Boy, that was fortunate that nobody really got dialed there. Man, oh man. They're going. These guys haul. One slip. Nope. This is a good main. Keeping them real honest. The guy at second's trying different lines to see what works. He keeps coming up on him. That was a very smart race on both of their parts. Number 1 and 2 rode very, very well. Okay, these little 3-wheeler guys go real well too. We've seen some good races tonight with these guys. I'm impressed how well they go around here. We got quite a few guys in this one. It's going to be a good race. They're not afraid to turn on the throttle. Oh boy. Whoa, I hope he's not hurt. Let's see. Yeah, he's up on his feet. Good. Well, I guess he maybe is a little shaken up. It's interesting, you got a little freight train there, and if any one of them had gotten in the first place, he probably could have held on to it. They're very evenly matched.
All right, 6 laps from the back. Can the 50-yard liners do it? We got Parsons on the inside, Casey in the middle, and Mikey Buman on the outside. Smoking Dave Oakton on the inside of the 40-yard line. Here we go. got guys going down. We got guys down. Casey Donholt shoots up the inside. Jeremy Parsons in second. Donholt and Parsons having a good race here. Keith Hawkins in third. Mikey Buman in fourth. Casey Donholt, 2 laps to go. Parsons still has second place. Mikey Buman's in third. Here comes Keith Hawkins. It's gonna be Casey Donholt, everybody. Parsons gonna hang on for second.
More still ahead on this edition of the Race Report, but first, here's another look at this week's Car of the Week from Brush and Pallet Auto Sales in Gander. And a reminder that Brush and Pallet is having a huge 4th of July sale this coming week. Stop by, everything on the light is priced to sell.
"30 years of satisfied customers. That's the proud history of Brush and Pallet Auto in Gander. We have a large selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Here is this week's Car of the Week. We'll give you a $1,000 minimum trade-in, and we have financing options to fit your needs, including a first-time buyers program. Think you can't afford it? We think you can. Check us out at brush-pallet.com or visit us in person at 598 Owego Road in Gander, New York.
For 3 generations, we've been building world-class American performance.
Like the new Edelbrock Power Package Top End Kit, based on Edelbrock's powerful RPM crate engines. Each kit includes aluminum heads and intake, cam and lifters, gaskets, and hardware to build your own 400-plus horsepower Chevy small block. For 3 generations, it's pure American performance from the leader. Call now for your free Edelbrock catalog.
Edelbrock makes them right here in the USA.
Welcome back to the Race Report. Coming up this Friday at Penn Can Speedway, they are giving away more than $10,000. Yes, I said $10,000 in prizes. Among them, the first 200 people to buy their tickets will receive a ticket to the Camping World Truck Race at Pocono. Can you believe it? 200 people will get tickets to the Camping World Truck Race. In addition, Pocono has donated 6 pair of tickets to their cup race that's coming up. Plus, there are all kinds of other prizes, more than $10,000. That's this Friday night at Penn Can Speedway, Route 171 in Susquehanna, PA. And a reminder, the Race Report Trivia Contest is off this Monday night. It's July 3rd. The folks at the California Grill are taking a well-deserved 3-day break. We'll be back with trivia the following Monday, July 10th. Time now for our Thursday throwback, some racing from the past. Let's see what's in the vault this week.
Green back out, we're back racing. Tommy Jewell firing off turn number 2. Down the backstretch. It's Tommy Jewell out on top. Clark for 2. Goodwin for 3. LaRock, Bruce Shaw, battle now back here for around that 6th spot. Jordan looking on the inside. Oh, Howell is ahead of the turns 1 and 2. Down the backstretch, still side by side. Jordan will grab a little bit of advantage. Paul Rooney battling also contact off turn 4 between LaRock and Goodwin. Down the backstretch, it's now Tommy Jewell, your race leader. Danny Clark holds on at second spot. 25 laps, click off in the books. A handful remain. That's right, 5 more laps around. Tom Jewell, your leader. Danny Clark sits in second. PJ Goodwin, Jim LaRock, Bruce Shaw, Jordan, Howell, Rooney, Carter, and the rest of the field. Filing by. Jewell way out on top with that 17D machine as he opens it up each and every lap. Pulls it out a little bit more. Danny Clark holds on at second spot. Third is Goodwin, LaRock, Bruce Shaw, bringing the field back through turns 1 and 2. Tommy Jewell out on top of that 17D machine. The John Jewell Construction, 17D of Tommy Jewell. Parallel flags are up with 2 to go. Tom Jewell. 2 to go for Tommy Jewell. Ricky Rudd slow on the high side of the speedway with a 57 machine. He'll try to coax her back to the pits. The white flag in the air one more time around. Collins out of the pits. He tries to get his car back underway. Caution flag will fly. Green negative, we're back racing. Tom Jewell, your race leader, brings it down to backstretch. LaRock looking on the inside of PJ Goodwin down in the turn number 3. For 3 and 4, off turn number 4. Checkers in the air, picking up the win will be Jewell. Second spot will be Clark.
We leave you with highlights from last weekend's racing at Champion Speedway in Owego. For the entire staff of the Race Report, have a safe and happy 4th of July holiday. Till next week, I'm Ron Hills, and I'll see you at the races.
If you had 24 on the program for Division I, but we've got our 16 tonight. All right, here we go. Battle Scars out front. Here comes Hawkins. Dave Meldrum going around the outside of the Battle Scar. Here comes Jeremy Parsons. Parsons is looking real hot here. Whoa, Parsons gets a little traction. Jeremy Parsons way out front by a country mile in this one. Checkered flag for Parsons. Keith Hawkins will transfer in second place, and Dave Meldrum will transfer in third. How about it for the dark horse, Jeremy Parsons? Sponsored by Troy Lee Designs. Tanks Auto and Joe V's Auto helping out Jeremy Parsons.